So today I'm going to talk about cloud computing and its importance as well as why it's relevant in today's society. So cloud computing has been one of the biggest revolutions in technology and computing thus far. It is a much simpler, less complex way of storing and managing data. Historically, it's always been you've had a hard drive and it's been a mess because you can only save stuff to one computer and it's a hassle to get it to other computers. So cloud computing has definitely made that a lot less stressful and a lot easier. So what is the cloud? Cloud is not so much just a puffy white cloud sitting up in the blue skies. In fact, it is something that is all around us and keeps track of all our data and storage over the internet. According to PCMag.com, cloud computing is storing and accessing data and programs over the internet instead of your computer's hard drive. It is a much easier way to access servers, storage, and data all over the internet, and is the opposite of local storage. Local storage refers to the data and memory that is on a hard drive or on something that does not have cloud computing abilities. Data can be lost easily on local storage as it can't be stored all over the internet. And if your computer breaks, your data will disappear. So one thing that Google Chrome has really helped out with, and all other sorts of cloud computing places, it's really helped prevent this from happening, as you can have stuff and you can find it on multiple different computers. And that has definitely made life a lot easier for anyone who has a bunch of stuff that you have to keep track of. So some examples of cloud computing accessories are Google Chrome and Drive, Apple iCloud, Amazon Cloud Drive. I know Microsoft has some accessories that you can use for cloud computing, and there's many more. Google Drive is definitely one of the biggest cloud computing applications. It allows you to share, send, and manage files all in one location. And as long as there's a computer around, you can access it. You can keep files private, public, or hybrid. And it's the easiest way to manage storage. As a college student, Google Drive has definitely helped save me in multiple situations. It's very simple to use. All it takes to share stuff is a click of the button and email address. It's very simple. And managing files, just knowing that everything's in the exact same place, Google Drive's definitely played a big part in my success. And definitely it's a lot easier than Microsoft Word and PowerPoint to manage files and data. So there are three types of clouds. There's public, private, and hybrid clouds. Cloud computing allows you to choose if you want data shared, staying personal, or both. Public clouds allow you to share data with anyone you please. Private clouds allow you to keep data personal and only for your eyes. And hybrid clouds are a combination of private and public data. So public clouds. Public clouds are when service providers make storage and data available to the whole internet. Some benefits of public clouds are that they're simple to set up the hardware, they have the scalability to meet needs, and there are no wasted resources. Some examples are Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, IBM's Blue Cloud, and Sun Cloud. Private cloud. Private clouds are for single organizations instead of anyone. Private clouds are definitely best for businesses, and some examples are Amazon Web Services and Google Compute Engine. Private clouds are best for businesses just because businesses, they like to keep their data private. They don't want it leaking out to anyone in the public. So the reasoning behind them using private clouds is because they have a lot more liability with all their data, and they can't have it leaking out as much as a college student who has a paper that he wants to keep private. When if it got out public, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But businesses are definitely more content on using private clouds. There are also hybrid clouds. These are a combination of public cloud services and private cloud services. Hybrid clouds intend to create a unified environment that takes advantage of what public clouds can offer and the privacy of a private cloud. So basically, they contain elements of both and are for. It's an example of a hybrid cloud would probably be Google Drive, just because you're able to share, send with whoever you want. You can keep it public, or you can make it public. You can keep it private. Anything you want to do with it. So some benefits of cloud computing are, according to IBM.com, cloud computing can allow you to share, send, and sync data all over the world. You can sign up for accounts on places like Google Chrome and be entered into the cloud right away. Cloud computing also gives you access to any data as long as you're connected by a connected computer. And it prevents you from losing data. So even if your laptop's not working or anything, you're still able to access your cloud computing sources wherever there's internet access and computers. So for instance, a couple weeks ago, my laptop was broken and I couldn't work on papers and projects that I needed to on my laptop. So by going out to the library or borrowing someone else's laptop, I was able to easily get onto Google Drive, find all my work that I've been working on, finish it up easily. And it's very nice to have everything in the same spot without having to have a flash drive, a hard drive, or anything like that. It's all right there. That makes cloud computing so much easier. So businesses in cloud computing, more and more businesses have begun to use cloud computing. Many, for a while, they had desktop computers and hard drives, and each individual employee would probably save his own stuff to his own computer or email stuff to other people. But now that cloud computing is becoming popular, it's easier to keep data all in one place, but at the same time, it's accessible to anyone required to have it. So while it may be on someone else's computer, by saving it to Google Drive, the employee can choose whether he or she wants to send it to other people, keep it to himself, share it with clients, so, and it goes on and on. So it also allows businesses to be connected easier and helps with globalizing and reaching new markets. And many businesses are looking to expand both nationally and internationally. So the fact that you can reach people through Google Hangout, through Google Docs, Google Sheets, you can reach people from China to Indonesia, anywhere. It makes it a lot easier to keep in contact and make sure data is being seen all over the world, and helps to expand globally. So cloud hardware. The biggest example of cloud hardware is the Chromebook. It was created within the past 5 years or so. It hasn't really caught on as much as the MacBook, but it was definitely popular amongst a good amount of people. It had Google Chrome as its default web browser. Everything you could do online, including apps, media, and storage. Have limited storage besides the Chrome operating system or the Chrome OS. The Chromebooks they're easy to use just because it's Google Chrome and that's all you have to worry about. But it doesn't have a ton of storage besides that. But if all you're into is Google Drive and stuff like that, it's definitely probably worth the investment. I've never had a Chromebook, but they seem to work fine. So computing as a service over the internet. There are 3 examples of that: software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So software as a service, this is cloud-based applications that are run on computers in the cloud and are able to connect with other users' computers throughout the internet. Data is accessible anywhere with the use of a computer, and data isn't lost if the computer breaks. There's also platform as a service. This is a cloud-based environment that creates cloud applications without having to buy and manage the hardware. It definitely makes getting applications and data to the cloud easier. And lastly, there's infrastructure as a service. This supplies companies with computing material, including networking, storage, servers, etc., prevents you from having to buy your own hardware, which is very nice. Lastly, these are my sources, and yeah, that's cloud computing for you.